Welcome to my YouTube channel. Here I am going to upload Income from Capital Gain Part 14. ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೀವು ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಚಾನೆಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಪ್ಲೇ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಬಹುದು. ಪಾರ್ಟ್ 13 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ 10 MCQs ಅನ್ನ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ಕಮ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಗೇನ್. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಸಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ MCQs ಅನ್ನ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಇನ್ನು ನೀವು ನಮ್ಮ ಚಾನೆಲ್ಗೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಗಿ. So, income from capital gain, part 14. The first question. In computing indexed cost of acquisition, dash is not required. Option A, cost of acquisition. Option B, CII, cost inflation index of the year of improvement. Option C, CII, cost inflation index of the year of acquisition of the capital asset. Option D, CII for the year of transfer. Here the correct answer is B. Indexed cost of acquisition ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ cost of acquisition is very important. Then CI for the year of acquisition of capital asset is required and CI for the year of transfer is required. Improvement in a CII, year of improvement in a CII is not required because index cost of acquisition formula we know. Cost of acquisition into CII of the year of transfer divided by CII for the year of acquisition. So improvement in a CII not required. The second expected MCQs is, this question is like a true or false statement. Here question is like that. Indexed cost of improvement is computed with the help of following formula. Cost of improvement into CII for the year of transfer divided by CII for the year of improvement. Here the option like option A true statement, option B false statement. So here indexed cost of improvement in a formula ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. We know the formula. So here the right answer is A. Yes, ಇದು index cost of improvement in a formula ನೆ. So here true statement. The next expected question. Formula for computing index cost of acquisition. Here option like cost of acquisition into CII for the year of transfer divided by CII for the year of acquisition. Option B, cost of acquisition into CII for the year of transfer divided by CII for the year of, option B, cost of acquisition into CII for acquired year divided by CII for the year of transfer. Option C, cost of acquisition into CII for the year of transfer divided by CII for the year of improvement. Option D, none. So out of these four options, the option A is correct one. Indexed cost of acquisition formula, cost of acquisition into CII for the year of transfer divided by CII for the year of acquisition. Then next question. So this question is also be true or false statement. Here we want to say this statement, whatever the statement are given, that statement is true or false. A resident as well as non-resident can adjust the exemptions limit against long-term capital gain. Option A true, option B false statement. So here correct answer is false. This statement is false because a resident only, here non-resident cannot possible to exemption or adjust against the exemptions limit under the long-term capital gain. Here the resident person can only adjust the exemptions limit against long-term capital gain. Even Hindu undivided family can also adjust the exemptions limit against long-term capital gain. But non-resident is not possible to adjust the exemptions limit against the long-term capital gain. The next question. 15th question. Which of the following will not be included in the definition of transfer? Option A, gift. Option B, distribution of assets at the time of partition of a Hindu undivided family. Option C, distribution of assets on the liquidation of company. Option D, all of the above. Here the correct answer is all of the above. These all are items are not included in the definition of transfer or transfer of the capital asset. Gift na transfer ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ that capital asset is not treated like a under this head. Even though distribution of assets at the time of partition of Hindu undivided family, that one is also be not included. Distribution of assets on the liquidation of company, that one is also be not be included in the definition of transfer under the head of income from capital gain. Got it? So here the correct answer is all of the above. Then next expected MCQs. Transfer of car used for personal purpose. Options like it is taxable under the head of income from other sources. Option B, taxable under the head of income from business. Option C, taxable under the head of income from capital gain. Option D, not taxable. Here the correct answer is it is not taxable because the personal purpose this capital asset is used. On that reason, the usage of personal usage or the personal purpose, that capital asset or the transfer of that capital asset gain is not taxable under any kind of head. So here D option is correct. Then next question. Compute the capital gain for assessment year 2020-21 if Mr. Roy sells his personal motor car on 11/4/2019 for rupee 2,55,000, which was acquired on 31/1/2015 for rupee 6,50,000. The expenses on transfer are 2% of selling price. Here option like option A nil, option B 3,95,000, option C 3,82,000, option D minus 4,100. Here the correct answer is A nil because this motor car used for the personal motor car is going to sell to someone. So here, whatever they are gained, that one is not taxable. So here, the option A is correct one. Then the next question, compute the capital gain for the assessment year 2020-21 if Mr. Z sells his personal jewelry on 11/4/2019 for rupee 12,50,000, which was acquired on 31/1/2018 for rupee 6,50,000. The expenses on transfer are 2% on selling prices. Option A nil, option B 5,75,000, option C 6 lakh, option D 6,25,000. So here the option B is correct. Solution is like that. So this gain is a short-term capital gain. And the personal ಅನ್ನೋ ವರ್ಡ್ ಇದೆ ಸರ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಇದು ನಿಲ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ನೀವು ಬಟ್ ಜ್ಯುವೆಲರಿ ಇಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಒನ್ ಜ್ಯುವೆಲರಿ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕಮರ್ಷಿಯಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಒನ್ personal jewelry if it is sold to someone then that gain is taxable under the head of income from capital gain and it should be taxable too. Then the term ಅನ್ನ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ this asset should be short term capital asset only. Okay, so ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅಸೆಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಫುಲ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರೇಷನ್ here taken. Under this case, under this problem, full value of consideration is 12,50,000 less expenses 2% of 12,50,000 25,000. 12,50,000 minus 25,000 12,25,000 less cost of acquisition 6,50,000. Income from short-term capital gain 5,75,000. So here right answer is B 5,75,000. So ಈ ತರ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಸೊ ಸಮ್ ಮೋರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ MCQs ನ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಈ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ಸಾಕು. ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆದ್ರೆ ಲೈಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಹಾಗೂ ಇನ್ನೂ ನೀವು ನಮ್ಮ ಚಾನೆಲ್ಗೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಆಗಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಫಾರ್ ವಾಚಿಂಗ್.